Hey everybody, today we'll be talking about being a mom, a manager, a mentor. Sometimes that just makes you a maniac.
And how we're always trying to do it all.
Every day. Well, Cadie, we're back again, and that bottle of wine we had last time was so good.
It did the trick.
I know, so we got another one.
Yes.
All right, so we're sitting here having a sip of wine, talking about business.
A sip.
Shh. And what we're trying to do now is figure out how in the world do we get it all done.
We don't.
I agree.
The first step is acceptance. But we try.
We do try.
I think everyone tries.
And then I think we beat ourselves up more than anybody else when we can't do it all.
Yeah, I think that's common. I mean, men, women.
You know, I've told the men or women at my office, if you miss something with your kids, don't make it my fault.
Well, I mean, I think that comes from a personal past.
That's because
yours.
I wasn't there. I wasn't able to go to yours. You were made to feel guilty or just told plain no in the old school way that, no, you have to work, you can't go. But now I think everybody's evolved enough that time management, I think that's one of the key things is, you know, get your work done and then do your own schedule.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I run my company is we are a results-oriented company. I don't, luckily we don't have like patients coming in or anything like that. Our work is very repetitive, so we're able to plan absolutely everything, but we have an unlimited PTO. There is no sick or vacation or balances tracked.
But not everybody can do that.
Not everybody can, but if you're able to offer this, I mean, I think it's fabulous because the people, as long as the work is done and you need to leave 30 minutes early for whatever reason, I don't care. Go take care of yourself. Go take care of your family.
You know, and personally, as a 52-year-old grandmother, I don't bash the millennials. I think it is so flippin' smart if you can do 8 hours worth of work done in 6 hours. I want to do it.
I'm the definition of a millennial. So I was born in 92. I'm 26. And I was just talking to someone who came from corporate America way back in the day. Well, that sounds terrible. Not way back in the day, but the more traditional.
You young grasshopper.
The more traditional corporate America. And he said we used to pride ourselves on working 70, 60 hours a week.
That's how I was raised.
But okay, but if I can, he said kids nowadays just want to work 25 to 30 hours. Well, if I can get the 40-hour work done in 25 hours, then kudos to me. I'm going to enjoy that time off.
I call it Tuscaloosa. You want to know why?
Why?
Because if I know I want to leave at 12 to take the truck up to go to Tuscaloosa for the weekend for a football game, I've got 45 hours worth of work to do. And I'm only going to have 35 hours to get it done.
So you stay late or work through lunch or come in early.
You do what you got to do.
You do what you got to do. I think that's a big factor is it will, especially today, the way our world is now, we're always connected. I mean, everyone has their work email on their phone. You take care of business when it comes up. Work doesn't stop at 5 or it doesn't stop on Friday. So you've got to be okay with, especially as a business owner, being okay taking those moments that are in the traditional work hours, if you need to go take care of something else that's personal.
Sure, and everything. Where can you go to take care of your business that's open after you get off work? Nowhere.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Nowhere. So you adapt yourself to allow for your schedule, and that's time management.
I went to buy school uniforms during the summer, and they closed at 5:30.
Why in the world would they do that?
I was like, are you kidding me? That's so, I say inconsiderate, but is that even smart to do?
Because that's the old school way to do it. And I think that is ingrained, and, I don't think people can really help it because, we're all creatures of habit, every single one of us.
Yeah.
But it just makes no sense not to adapt. So if something won't adapt to you, then you want it, then adapt to it.
Yeah, and I think it's important too, we're kind of talking about stuff that you have to do, but even just taking care of yourself. I was talking to someone and they said, last week I pampered myself. I went and got a massage. And I was like, whoa. Like, I don't even like calling it pampering yourself. Like, if getting a massage once a month is what mentally makes you happy and is how you shut off from work, then that is taking care of yourself.
See, and that's a fault of mine because I will work and work and work and work until I
hit a brick wall and then you shut down.
I shut down for a little while.
Which benefits no one.
And especially not me because I'm a mental case.
Well, and you run into a complete stop versus if you took like an hour a week.
It's so hard because as you go to take that hour, somebody pulls you to the right and somebody pulls you to the left.
But that's when you have to make yourself a priority because let's say that you have a nail appointment scheduled at 4. and then someone walks in your office.
I do need my nails done. Did you see?
Two of mine broke yesterday. But if someone walks in your office at 3:55 and your appointment is at 4, you're going to stop and you're going to reschedule your nails.
If I'm going for another client, then I'll say, hey, already had this appointment. But if it's anything from me, I will put me on.
So make yourself a priority. It's so important.
You text me this on the way here because we drove separately.
Yeah, I saw your car there. So I was like, why are you still at the office? You need to leave.
No, you just said leave the office.
Yeah, I mean.
You didn't say anything polite. And so I just went, oh, she knows me well. And I
didn't have time.
I just threw my keys in and ran.
Those words, I don't have time.
Don't ever say them. That's no excuse. It's what you choose to do.
I feel like I helped teach you that.
You do. You absolutely do. And that goes back to the balance of us. But yeah, you totally taught me that.
Everything is a priority. So if you need to get something done, rather than saying, I don't have time, say the words, it's not a priority, and see how your world changes.
Good point.
I mean, you got to be honest with yourself. I used to be a super hardcore gym rat, and I'm really just not anymore. And it's not because I don't have the time, because I could wake up an hour earlier, but I choose not to. Mm-hmm. And it's just, you've got to be honest with yourself.
I choose not to be a vegetarian. I choose to drink that glass of wine. I'm good with it.
Wine is vegetarian and vegan.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'll get some more.
Does it come from an animal? Oh, okay. There goes the rest of the bottle, and we're just getting started. Cool. I didn't want any more.
I saved you some.
A drop. All right. So you're my mom. And super career woman.
Yeah, but me and your dad always told you we're your warning, not your example. So.
All right. So.
That's a true story.
All right. Career woman versus mom. Go.
I want everything. I want that baby to love me.
But you also want to be...
I need fulfillment inside. Do you know I actually stayed home with you the first 9 months because I got pregnant my last quarter in college. And me and your dad had been married together 3.5 years. And I had to stay home because I couldn't get a job coming out of college because I was pregnant.
So it wasn't by choice. It was because you couldn't get a job.
Yes.
Okay.
It's because nobody would hire, Shamu the well. So it was awful. My gynecologist, my OB doctor told me, you got to stop because they don't make maternity clothes for maternity clothes.
What was your favorite food?
Little Debbie cakes, man. Those were they were the bomb. So I stayed home with you 9 months. And I got through college, so I worked on my MBA for a little while. And then I went, man, my brain is regurgitating. I cannot take this anymore. I love this child more than earth, but I got to go.
Shout out to all the stay-at-home moms.
Yeah, that is hard work.
Oh, when my children are sick and I have to stay home, cheers to that.
No. They work. They work harder than we do.
I mean, and it doesn't stop.
No.
Like 5 o'clock comes, they're still home with those little things. I love my children so much.
I love you so much. I'm a better mother working.
Can you have it all?
Yes. But you have to take degrees of each thing.
Yeah. So, normally if... I am rocking and rolling in my professional career. I just forgot to submit the yearbook order form for my kids, or they left their book bag at home, or they went to school with uniforms smelling.
Give you the look. You used to give me the look.
They went to school wearing Febreze.
You just killed part of me.
You killed my punchline. I was getting right there.
I'm sorry.
Febreze in the uniforms, throwing it in the dryer.
Heck yeah, but I smell it before they put it on.
Oh, gosh. Sometimes I get in my car and I'm just like, what does that smell? I don't know if I want to know. Oh. If you're a mom and you haven't gotten in the car and wondered what that smell is, you are killing it, and I need to know your secret. So I think if you concentrate on balancing, you're going to lose your mind, because it's a roller coaster. You're going to have some days where you're a really good mom, and then you're going to have some days where
you stink.
You just suck, and you feel bad, and you cry.
You got to quit beating yourself up for it. You're no different. The things I said to my mother when I was 16, I will forever regret. It's always going to happen, and it's going to happen to you. Now, my pleasure is watching it happen to you.
Oh, how sweet.
That's the best payback
but I have
a mother can have is when she has grandchildren.
I'm just going to take a sip of wine or a gulp. Give me the bottle.
I drank it all. Our point is you're going to screw it up just like anything else. And
I mean, not just motherhood, but your career.
No, everything. I mean, we're all human.
Live and learn.
We got to stop beating ourselves up instead of and learn from it. I couldn't make that dance competition. My sister had to take him. I would not have my CPA if it had not been for my sister because your dad was offshore. I know that for a fact.
Oh, gosh, family. I mean, so
I could have done it.
I got pregnant with Maya when I was 15. I found out I was pregnant at the beginning of my sophomore year of high school. So I spent that whole year pregnant, and then I had her on the last day of school. Spent that summer as my maternity leave, and then went back to school. But I mean, if it wasn't for that family support, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
It's all about the people around you.
And you shouldn't feel guilty for relying on people. I mean, last night I had a work event, and so my aunt had the kids. They went home, home with her.
She wants to do it, just like she did it for me with you. Your family, you can tell somebody.
Well, not just family, but support system.
Yeah, good friends, neighbors, whatever it takes to be able to make that balance.
Well, in today's world, it's totally possible to find those people. I mean, there's Facebook groups, there's Meetup, there's plenty of opportunities to get out and meet people who are going through
and you can trust.
Yeah, who are going through the same things that you are. And
if you have a bunch of working mothers, why couldn't you tag team out on things too? I mean, that's just an idea.
Definitely. I mean, I think eventually we will get back to that where it takes a village. I mean, if you find a group of, 3 girlfriends, hey, I'll watch the kids on Friday night, you watch them on Saturday night, and then everybody gets a turn.
Hey, let me ask you something on a different note. Do you ever catch yourself talking to staff like you do your youngest?
My team?
Yes.
No.
I've done it once. I caught myself. I hope I've never done it any other time. Now, I turned around and went, now, why would you think you have to do that? That's not the way you address team members. And I turned around like they were my kids. And so I'm trying to be conscious of that because I don't want to do that.
No.
I bet you have. Listen to you.
We have different relationships with our team, though, I feel like.
That's true. I'm much older than everybody on my team.
It's getting into a whole nother world.
It is.
We need to get back on subject.
Okey-doke. So maternal versus career. People shouldn't have to choose.
You are not alone.
Not alone. You want to start a support group?
No. I'm too busy.
I'm glad you didn't say I don't have time.
I'm overcommitted at the moment.
Oh, that's such an awful answer.
Priorities.
I'm choosing right now to
focus my attention on other things.
Elsewhere. Very good.
On my children.
That. I like that.
Not cleaning my house.
I'm not cleaning my house. I can make more money not cleaning my house.
Make yourself a priority.
Time management.
The struggles that you're going through, I can promise you there is someone else out there. But unless you open up and talk to someone about those struggles, there's no way that you're going to be able to connect with someone, because it takes you opening up to be able to find that other person so that they feel comfortable enough.
That hurts you, your children, and your career.
To hold it in?
To hold it in.
Yeah, do not hold it in.
And remember, too, that when you mess up, and you're going to, we all have, don't beat yourself up over that. Treat it as a life lesson. How can I do better next time? There are people here to support you.
Yeah, every mistake that I make, it's taking that pause to think, what can I learn from this?
We call them life lessons. We tell our team people, all right, what do we learn from this? I don't mind if somebody on my crew messes up. Now, they do it 5 times, we need to talk. But I don't mind when they mess up. Tell me about it and I'll help you fix it. Let me find it, and that's a little different story.
That's it.
Thank you for listening, and cheers to the Superwomen. Y'all, thank you so much for listening and being here with us today. I'm Karen.
I'm Cadie. Please be sure to subscribe to Cheers to Business podcast on iTunes or anywhere else that you get your podcast. Visit our Facebook and be sure to give us a like. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to discuss, shoot us an email from the website cheerstobusiness.com.